Hmm. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Excuse me. Excuse me. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well, well, well. And tonight was actually an episode that was requested. So until I get my Patreon stuff started, which isn't gonna, still a little ways out. Still a little ways out. I got some ideas floating around, but doing a new thing now, taking shout outs or giving shout outs, but taking requests for movies as well on this and Popcorn and Pints. We have one for Popcorn and Pints, which we incorrectly put on this show, but we're going to do it on Popcorn and Pints, Lord of the Flies. So we'll throw it on that. And I'm going to say this one live out loud. I'm going to make a request wheel on both shows, and that is for our viewers to choose the movies that you want us to review.
That would give you a shout out.
Yeah, and we'll give you a shout out for your movies. We'll give you a shout out. So, like, when the movie's picked, or when the movie is on the wheel, put your name next to, it'll be the movie title and your name right next to the movie title. That way we can give you a shout out in the live and invite you on the episode as well. How about that? We'll invite you on the episode to review it. All you have to do is watch the movie. Well, for this show, watch the movie or movies, depending on how many movies we're watching that night. But we'll be doing these for the episodes too. So Silent Hill 1 and 2. Shout out to Midrax Brox over on Twitch, all the way from Chile, which is freaking awesome. Actually tuned in to like towards the end of one of the episodes and was saying he's from Chile, that they were from Chile, and that they're actually listening to kind of learn English, which I think is so dope and so awesome. And I was like, you know what? Just from him saying that, well, I don't know if there was a guy, male or female. I don't remember. I don't think they said. So them, just from that person saying that, I was like, shit, request, and you know, why not? So this is gonna be a new thing over here on Horror with Sir Sturdy, and we're gonna do it on Popcorn and Pints too, so we can get you guys more involved. Please jump in the comments and all that. I do see your comment, Facebook user. I will pull that up in a moment. I'm just going to jump into the intro, and then we can dive right into all the fun stuff. But again, a request wheel is coming soon, so put those requests in. Drop them in the comments, people. If you're here live, shoot them to me at my email. As a matter of fact, that's what you can do too. Drop them in the live, but also email them to me. That way, I'll definitely see them. So drop them in the live or the replay, but definitely email them to me. I'll get them to you. And I'll say, just to gauge it out, 2 picks per person, just to kind of gauge out, see how many people actually want to throw some movies on. And it'll be the request wheel created by all of you. So let's get into this intro, and then I'll get into the comments. What's up, everybody? It's time for another episode of Horror with Sir Sturdy. Tonight, we're reviewing Silent Hill 1 and 2. Now, I've never played the games. It's something that is crossing my mind. I may do it one day. We'll see. But for now, let's discuss these films. Have you seen these films? Do you like these films? Let us know in the comments. Have some fun with this. Oh, welcome to the madness, and it's Silent Hill time. It's Silent Hill time. Ha ha! We got Silent Hill was probably one of my favorite game to movies ever. It was so well done, especially the first one. The noise went into your head, and we're like, "Oh shit, here comes the darkness." Yeah, I've never played the games, just from the intro, but I have. The movies were pretty good. I'll admit the movies were pretty good, and I can actually like watching the movies. I almost felt like I was watching a game. To be honest, like if it was animated, like game CGI, I would feel like I was watching a game. Or sorry, then more so.
Yeah.
And Liz, first movie did scare me. Oh my. Yeah, the first one was definitely scarier. Not only scarier, but better than the second one, which we're going to be diving into that.
The fucking the dark nurses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Are we gonna rate this first before we start getting into it, or?
That's a great idea. You want to let's just because I'm sure we're gonna go back and forth. Let's just do them both.
All right.
So, what are your? Actually, hang on. Let me do this right. James.
So I really enjoyed this. Um, First one, you get an 8. The second one, a 7.
8-7.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Um, I did enjoy them, but not as much as James did. First one, I'll give a 6. Second one, a 5.
Okay.
I
I
did
just,
like them though, but I feel like you said 8-7, right?
it had a Hellraiser vibe, there, doesn't it?
My wife said the same thing. She was saying how a lot of the creatures look similar to like Cinnabites
Yep.
or whatever they're called.
So
Cinnabites, right?
Dark Nurses, though. So recording that,
Not Cinnabites.
they had them walk backwards, and the film was played reverse to make them
That's
do that twitching and shit.
another
I think
thing. So
it's so cool.
while you're mentioning the creatures, I did jot this down. Blah, 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 blah. The creatures were most of them were practical effects. They were just enhanced with CGI, with the exception, which was this was in the second movie. But I'm just again, like I said, we're gonna be jumping around anyway. The spider, the mannequin spider,
Oh
that was,
yeah,
but I get it. I'm not
Tur-
mad at that.
turns you to a mannequin and takes your head and hooks it to one of its arm, and you become one part of it.
Yes, which is
That
fucking.
was pretty badass.
That was pretty damn cool. That it was cool. I think for my thing with this with these two movies was I feel like the games were probably scarier, which is not a bad thing for the games, not a bad thing at all. But I feel like this kind of toned, and I've never played the games, so anybody who's played the games, please correct me if I'm wrong. Please
I
jump in the
I
comments
played
and say
a
you're
little bit of
crazy.
the first game. So it's like when that came out, it was like after Resident Evil, I believe. And
Hmm.
I was like, oh, this is like Resident Evil, but no zombies. You got those fucking things instead, creatures. Like the world turns dark, and that's where you
Yeah,
gotta hide and shit. And um,
yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. The creatures were awesome. The
Would you
spider
say
thing,
the but from memory now, if you do remember, because the game came out years ago, and I know you haven't played
yeah.
it in years, but if you can remember, um, which is scarier? Which was scarier to you, or which do you think would be scarier? Is the game?
I think the video game's automatic. It's just because you're playing it, and when something pops out, you don't want to
That's
die,
true.
so you go
That's
fuck.
true.
So it makes
That's
you
true.
jump.
You know what? That's very freaking true, actually, because you. I mean, the most I've jumped recently, and I'm not gonna tell you, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't jump during movies. Like I tell you guys, 97% of the time now, when I watch horror movies, I'm smoking first. I'm high, so I'm like really.
Yeah, I know when the jump scares come. I never jump.
But I'm like really locked in, focused, and just zoned into the movie, and then just shit happens. Sometimes I jump. Most of the times that I do jump, it's because my wife jumps, and usually we're if we're at the theater or whatever, wherever we're at. But there is times where I'm just like, oh shit, and hey man. But the most that I've jumped in the past few years, playing Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, playing Evil Dead, when the thing jumps at you, those are the top two. But I'll say Biohazard way more by freaking far. By freaking far with the just it's just I can't wait to play it again. Like I keep just jumping around in my mind. I know I keep telling you guys I'm gonna play The Last of Us 1 and 2, which I'm gonna eventually get to it, and then I want to start over with the Resident Evil games. But 7 is calling me, and I might have to just ignore that call and just start off with the first one. And these I don't know. Like I'm kind of thinking about it just because we watched the movies. I'm kind of thinking about it, but like I don't have this fucking time to play all
Yeah,
these games at once. Unless it's like I'm gonna have to just start playing one. You know what I mean? Even if I put it all on easy, just so I can see the game, which I'm probably gonna do. Spoiler alert! And I'm not ashamed of that, people. I am not ashamed of that at all. I'm a grown ass man. I don't have time to be playing these games as much as I'd like to. I don't. I wish I did because I would. Help me get to there. Them likes, them shares, them subscribes will help us achieve our dreams.
hell
So,
yeah.
James,
So
let's put you in this world, right?
okay,
Do you think you could survive?
fuck no.
No?
No, for one, I'm slow.
Even, even if you're the chosen one, though, do you think you could survive?
If I was the chosen one, and if I wasn't broken in shape,
We'll go with that. We'll go. Yeah, let's be fair because she was like what 17, 18. So let's go with your 17, 18 shape,
so
whatever that
you're
was.
talking. So you're talking about the second movie right now. Well, she's a teenager. She turned 18.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Or
no,
do you think you'd fuck up and try to fuck one of the nurses?
nah. They had nerves and sharp things.
Uh, well, I guess shit. That's what
Yep,
I would
you
do.
don't mess with those ones. But they only go by sound.
That'd
That's
be
what's
cool.
crazy. Each one has something different. Like they
Yeah,
can't make noise or they start moving.
and the light. Can't forget the light too. That was in the first one. The light with the light. Remember when her mother was going through the thing
You know.
and she noticed. I was like, that's pretty
Then
cool.
you got the. I love when the same thing. Resident Evil did the same thing. I love when they have this one powerhouse
Mm,
monster, the pyramid head dude.
yeah, Pyramid Head. He was dope.
Yo, he's
He was
the
dope.
executioner. He was the bodyguard of Alyssa.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
that motherfucker's just dragged it. There's a lot of I'd say not over amount of blood, but a lot of like body parts flying off and shit.
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, hell yeah. And I mean, the second one is 3D,
You know the movie
huh?
when the when, pyramid head grabs the one girl up in the air, grabs her by the chest, twists it, and just rips her skin right off.
Yo, I was gonna bring that up. First of all, you forgot to mention the most important thing. She was butt ass naked,
But
and
that's
he
the
just
thing.
like grabbed her chest and ripped
Yeah,
it off like it was.
just twisted her tits and everything into a knot, and he just went, oh,
Yo, he ripped it off like her skin was clothing. That was
that was,
awesome.
that was pretty badass.
That was pretty damn cool because I've never seen that before, and it's something I'd like to see again in a horror movie. Maybe done more practical and less CGI ish, and definitely more bloody. Definitely a lot more bloody, but it was still a cool kill. It was something I wasn't expecting. And yes, these are my second time. This is my second time seeing these movies. I just haven't seen them in a while though. Like I watched them maybe I don't even know how long ago to be honest with you guys. I really don't know, but it's been quite a few years. And I was more excited before I turned these movies on today. Like I was excited as hell to see them, talking about them. It's for when we got the request, which I'm not mad we watched them. Do not get me wrong, because I had a great time watching these movies. But my memory of them, or what I think I thought of them, was definitely better than what I saw today. Not that I'm not saying they were bad though, because again I gave them a 7 and a 6. But I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued to see the game too, though. Maybe that'll change my
I think that
feelings for
might
this
be
movie.
it. I don't. Well,
But then again, it might make me like the movie worse, less. I might help it, but it might also decrease it depending on how the game is and what I get from the game. So I guess I'm gonna have
yeah.
to check the game out
I
eventually.
mainly like it because of I like the creatures. I like the body parts flying
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
The
No,
storyline is okay. I don't know how much they follow the game.
yeah, play it. So yeah, 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 yeah.
The part of speaking of, I seen something about that. Where is it? Oh, all the creatures were played by dancers because the dancers are all flexible.
I respect that and I love that because that's really paying. Excuse me. That's really paying attention to detail because it's like, okay, we want these movements as nor as more practical. We want it to be as real as it can be. We want it to be as real as it can be without using CGI and shit.
Yeah,
So let's get the most flexible people that can do these body movements and for periods of time and in costume, and that's dancers. Like if you really think about it, it's dancers. So shout out to my brother Henry. When you go to get your prison braids, join the prison dance team so you can be in one of these movies. Just make sure you do that. And it's about
mm,
14 minutes and 45 seconds in. I should tell you about this, just so you know. I hope I remember. but no, seriously though, like that's really really cool that they pay that much attention to detail because you can do that scene to where you can have those weird kind of twitchy movements, but not as smooth as it was in this movie, not as in sync and unique. Like that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense the way that the movements they were doing in this movie and how in sync they were doing the movements. Like they had to move at the same time, or one move and then one move like a half a second later or 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Just kind of move all around the room. Someone like me or you would fuck that up every single time. We'd probably start laughing. Like, you know what? You guys said you had experience dancing, and you're obviously lying. Get the fuck out of here. But I like that. I like that about that. It's not gonna make me change my score. I'm not saying they can't go up, but that's not it.
Yeah.
That is a good
So
one.
another thing, Silent Hill. They're for the location. They're going to Pennsylvania,
Mm-hmm.
and they found almost abandoned town called Centralia, town of Centralia,
Mm-hmm.
where it had a 40-year-old coal fire burning underneath it, just like the movie.
That's wild.
So they used that as the setting. That's why they used that as the setting.
Ah, I like that. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense, and it excuse me, it fits with the story too because the ash, the darkness of that one town, Silent Hill.
Oh, and all the crew members were in the movie.
Really?
So, when they're in the church, when all the people are gathered around saying "burn the
Mm-hmm.
witch," blah blah blah, that's all film crew.
That's awesome. I love that shit.
They're like undercover, like cameras and everything. We probably didn't notice, like hidden on their shit.
I
Just
love
chill.
that. That's see that's cool because it's like, you know what, we got to get the whole team in on this experience, even if it's just little like the little Easter eggs like that to where that would be a dope part to be in a movie. Like just imagine being an Easter egg in different horror movies.
Yeah,
With whatever it could be
the extra, your extra means something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which being an extra is dope too. Shit, I'd be happy as hell with that. But I get what you're saying with that.
So the most fucked up fact I seen. So the director, um, what's his name again? Oh, so Roger Avery, the writer, after the movie was filmed, because the actress Jodelle Ferland, who was only 10 years old at the time
Oh
for the
shit.
first movie, he after it was made and everything, he went to the parents and apologizing to check to see if she had any mental trauma from doing the movie.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be something worse than that. You scared? I was about to say, "Don't this son of a bitch,"
No, no, because he was worried that she was only 10.
because
That
of
this movie would have fucked her up.
yeah. Okay, okay.
Uh, Now, the only case I know for Exorcist, Reagan, the actress,
Yeah, but there was a lot of
like
crazy.
when she was young, I heard she had problems.
Yeah, like you know the scene where she's going up and down in the bed like that. She was like hooked up to something.
Yeah,
She was hurt. She like hurt
fucked
her
her
back.
back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about mental.
Oh,
Like,
I'm sure, but I mean, just from all the physical shit, probably did a lot of mental
yeah,
strain on her, especially at that young age. There's a documentary on it. I need to watch it again. I know there's something on
yeah.
Shutter. And I believe there's something on
I
like
did a documentary on
Discovery. Right?
shock, shock, doc or
Yeah,
something like
there's
that.
Discover on Discovery, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Discovery
Yep,
Plus.
yep.
Yep.
Shout out to them. Not a sponsor, but all those things definitely can be and should be.
Those
So
good,
holler
man.
at me. Yeah.
So let's see what else are we missing in the movie. I'm trying to go through the first one to see any important here. Okay, so there's
Well,
the
I mean,
part. Like I said, I don't know how much they follow the game.
the little
I don't know
girl
if there's part.
Sharon.
Sharon is Alyssa,
Yeah.
part of Alyssa. That's the thing. I thought it was like she possessed or transferred, like like. But it comes down to it. Sharon is the daughter
Yeah.
of Alyssa,
She was like, she called
and
her
the demon put some part of herself into her.
daughter and sister.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
I was like, what?
I was like, oh shit! I caught that. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, so the demon, the girl who looks exactly like Alyssa or Shannon. I mean Shannon. It's the darkness that Alyssa created. So it's some form of a demon type thing.
Yeah.
But it was made from Alyssa's anger, hatred.
Her hatred, because she hated everyone and everything after
So it manifests a fucking real demon type thing.
yeah. Well, I mean, what the town fucking did to her, though.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Well, that's the same thing as like Salem witch trials.
Yeah.
You're a
Yeah.
witch. They don't even fucking. They do a fake court thing.
Yeah,
Like,
but
oh, and people
what
made up shit. Like, I see her flying in her backyard.
yeah, but with
Oh,
this
the
one,
witch.
she wasn't flying. She was just riding a dick, a big one. But wow, I didn't have to go there. No, but with this though, like I feel like they had the mother under false pretenses, like making it seem like they're gonna do something positive for Alyssa, and then they went to go burn her alive.
Yeah,
I could have gotten mixed up, and I'm just like, wow,
it's
this is
those cult religions, man.
yeah, it's the cult shits, and because you knew, like I only seen these movies once, but the one lady in the first one, you knew which one was bad. You could just tell by the way she was walking, talking, her attitude, and everything
Yeah,
else. She,
her bitch face.
her hair, like all that shit, gave it away. All that shit gave it away, and they wanted you to
Yeah.
think it was someone else, but that wasn't. And it just but that doesn't bother me. I'm like, that's fine.
I like the part. The only one that can stay out in the darkness is the mother.
Mm,
She just chills out there. She's in both worlds. Because nothing will touch her because it's Alyssa's mother.
that's right. That's
Because
right.
the quote of the movie, uh, mothers are the God of God in the eyes of the
Child,
children.
yeah. Mothers are gods in the eyes of children.
So she loved her mother, looked up to her like she was a god, so didn't touch her. Let her live all the way through this. So she's going around like she's a fucking. Actually a good person trying to tell the truth. What happened to her daughter and why she's doing this. But so here's it gets weird though, because like I said, I never played the part 2 of the game. But
Mm-hmm.
part 2 is where now Silent Hill. I thought once you go in, you're into like a different dimension, like we know, because they had the other part where the husband was looking, and they were both
Yeah,
in the same room, but he felt her, but couldn't see her because she was like say like a mirror world.
yeah.
Um, what I was getting at with this.
Like it was almost like she was still trapped in the Silent Hill type of thing. Like she
Oh
was.
yeah, so it got confusing because she thought they were like at the end it was like they thought they were home. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't the demon the list of demon thing was tricking them.
Yep.
But then part 2, this is where it gets weird because I don't know the game style. But the organization has a seal that can rip a rip through where they can have their people escape. I thought all these people were ghosts. They're dead from Alyssa, and they're trapped in this world like their souls. I didn't know there were real people wanting to get free from Silent Hill.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
was like, man, what the fuck is this? I was like, it went super cult now, where they got a magic medallions and shit.
Yeah. It
Where the
was
one the fucking old man shoves it in his chest and he turns into this fucking
that
creature
beastly
and
looking
shit.
fucking
Yeah, that
yeah.
beast. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay. Like,
I wasn't mad
like,
at again.
like the son was sent
Mm,
like he was a fucking time
Vincent.
traveler. Vincent sent
Vincent.
Vincent, and he was like, she's good, blah blah. Goes on her side, falls in love with her in 5 hours. By the way,
Yeah, it was fast as shit because he kisses her goodbye at that one spot,
yeah,
and they end up meeting up. And then here's the thing where like I'm like, okay, all right, man. I don't remember how old they were in this movie, but what father's gonna be like, all right, listen, I'm gonna go find your mother. Random dude that just met my daughter today, you take care of her now.
yeah, I know.
She's your responsibility. Like, what the fuck? What kind of crazy shit was that? And I feel like that was, I don't know if that was in the game or not, because again, I've never played the
I
game.
don't know either.
I kind of hope not, just because that was a stupid ending, in my opinion. I enjoyed the movies, but to me that was just
wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan of the ending either.
I'm not mad
Except
that they left. I'm not mad they left together, But I think it would have been more so better. I think it would have been better if the father was like telling her he was leaving, and Vincent kind of held her back from following him or running after him, and she was like trying to fight him. And was all upset, and the father kind of disappears in the fog, and then they do leave. She's still upset. She's kind of whining or whatever. Not whining, sorry, but like kind of like sniffling, wiping her face off and stuff. And they hitchhike, and then they get the ride and all that. Like I think that would have been a little bit better than the
Now,
whole.
part of me feels like, I don't know the game, like I'm going to keep saying. Um, I thought the ending was where the demon attached itself to her and it escaped Silent Hill with her.
The way that one ended, right?
Yeah,
Because she opened her eyes and yeah.
yeah.
Um, I think somewhat, or at least it opened that portal or whatever kind of thing. You know what I mean? It did something because she started to see that shit more like in the real life, and then up to the point to where it happened. Remember, her and Vincent ran away, and they ended up in that hotel or whatever, or whatever type of room they were in, and the room started like melting away, and he was
Mhm.
gone. That shit started that like crazy shit like that and all that shit. The fucking private investigator, which they never really explained, they just fucking he's following her. He says
Wasn't
some
he
shit, and
the
they end up
sheriff in
dead.
the first movie? The detective in the first movie?
He might have been. He could have been.
Because the one when the officer died, she got fried, man. I like how they showed the skin melting and everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
another kill. I just reminded. Another pretty cool kill. So they had the wires that went up the girl's fucking crotch and just split her in half.
Hmm.
That was a cool scene.
Hmm. Well, they had some pretty good kills in this. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. They had some pretty good kills in this.
Like I said, a lot of body parts because Pyramid Head was going down that hallway, swinging that giant fucking great sword or whatever the fuck you want to call that thing. It's like huge,
Great sword.
like an old fashioned great sword or a fucking like a executioner's blade or something. Chopping arms off. You see arms flying there because the people were putting their hands out in their cage in the cells. He was like, shut the fuck up. Okay, so here's the confusing part for me. I just remembered.
No, go ahead.
Why do they want Alyssa so bad? Because when she's there, she's not a chosen. She didn't do nothing. Like the spirit's like after her, but not. Like they got a hold of her and they're like, "You are me." And what's the purpose of her being there?
Well, if they have them both could combine, and they can, I think they can
Did they got to kill them at the same time? Both of them at the same time?
something like that. Something like
Because
that.
it was
I think
weird. I'm
that
like,
seal thing. I think that seal that she grabbed had something to do with it too. I believe
yeah. So she has to be there with the seal no, to free the
because
people. I don't know.
remember when her and Alyssa were hugging at the one point,
Yeah.
and then Alyssa kind of dies and disappeared.
She goes, we are the same, or something like that. And the
Yeah,
door's
something like that. Yeah, but like the
so
evilness part was gone.
the evilness part was gone. Yeah, so she's in control, or that's what we think. Like I said at the end, you don't know
You
if
never.
the
Yeah,
just using her to
yeah,
get out. But the thing is, it's weird because the church people are the ones who want to escape.
yeah.
They
Well,
wanted to steal. They want to leave Silent Hill. The demon thing was just getting revenge on them. It was
yeah.
creating the demon's world. She wanted it to stay going, but
Hmm.
killing the church people. The church people were trying to leave Silent Hill. So they were the bad guys and the innocent ones were trying to get free at the same time. And the
Yeah,
demon's like, "No, I want you all dead." But then the church is against the darkness. Like, I'm like, what's going on? A little confusing. But
yeah.
but like I said, the creatures and the kills. That's why I thought it was really fun at the time. I was like, you know what? I've seen it a long time ago. I was like, it's not bad. It's like as good as like
Yeah,
seeing it the first time. So
yeah.
here's the
No,
thing.
huh?
Here's the thing I'm going to say. So you know how they did 1,000 remakes of Resident Evil?
Hmm.
This movie deserves at least one remake.
I agree with that, and I'll even say the game too. I know
Scary
they're
as it starts
supposedly
to
doing a
follow the game more if they have to.
Because
trying to make
I
it
don't know the
fucking.
story of the game, but I wouldn't mind seeing it remastered for the P4 and the P5. I believe they're doing it for the P5 exclusively for Part 2, but I don't know what's going on with the original.
Okay.
Um, but either way, it'd be cool to kind of see that. And I believe they're making a new game and a new movie, and I hope that's true.
Oh, I didn't
But
hear about that. Oh, that'll be cool.
I am going to drop an ad, and then we're going to spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Upstate. One Upstate. Check it out.
A new video game developer expo is coming to New York's Tech Valley region. One Upstate, a celebration of games and the people who make them, is coming to Albany, New York in 2023. Visit oneupstate.com for more information.
Oh, look at that. The wheel's up. You know what? I'm going to do a full screen for the wheel so we can really see it. Let me give it a little shuffle waffle. Where is it at? Oh.
Come on. I'm trying to lean towards found footage or supernatural type stuff.
Ah. I'm leaning towards Universal Monsters or found footage, honestly.
Ah, yeah, Universe Monsters time too. That's right.
Forgot all about that one, huh?
Yeah, I did. It's been a while since we spun the wheel.
Yeah, it has been. We're gonna get crazy women again. Which last time we got crazy women, we got the stylist and we got American Mary.
Okay. American Mary was good.
Yeah, stylist was good too.
Yeah, the stylist was decent. I like American Mary better, I think.
Yeah, I think you did. I think I like the other one better. Mujeres locas, crazy ladies. This one's for you, ladies.
So category meaning the movies are the ladies, the females are the villain
Yep.
in some way. Serial killer.
I mean, the name originally came from Shutter. I think the wheel is psychotic women or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So I was like, let's grab some wheels off of that. Or oh, I put this wheel together. Oh, darling, told me.
I've never seen this.
Me either.
I heard of the title before.
She has a knife though.
So
You know, if we never watched Ginger Snaps, that would have been perfect for this wheel.
yeah. For because they're the female role in
Crazy,
werewolf.
especially Ginger.
They weren't really crazy. They're fucking werewolves, man.
Well, no, they had some wildness to them though, especially Ginger.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I remember a couple weeks ago when I was all excited but laughing because I figured out I finally understood the title of Ginger Snaps.
Oh yeah.
That was bad, man. And let's see what the second movie is for next
Thank
week.
you.
You're like, wow, this is just clicking now, Aaron? Like, yeah,
And
man.
another part of someone said about the Ginger Snaps title, because you're like, okay, her name is Ginger, she snaps, turns into a werewolf, right? But also, they were redheaded. Ginger.
She was, yeah. I was just thinking about this movie. I swear I was thinking, watch it be this movie, Sissy.
Okay. Never heard of this one. See some fucking crazy women doing something.
I hope so.
See, I don't even know. Is she laying? Is that blood around her head? I don't even know.
I think so. Well, she has purple hair. She has some sort of hair, purple or red hair, and then there's like blood.
Okay.
It looks like there's blood on her eyebrow, I think.
All right, so this is going to be interesting. So, Darling for Tuesday, Sissy's Thursday.
Yes. Darling and Sissy is what we got for next week. That'll be fun.
Yep.
Let me stop sharing. Save this.
Now we're good.
Get that over to the show. Still waiting for this wheel to save. Boom. Darling and Sissy over the next two episodes. That'll be that'll be fun. I hope they're crazy as hell, man. Like,
I hope they're good.
I hope they're wild. I really do. All right, put this back up here. And back to Silent Hill. Shh. Which one so you like the first one better too, like I said, right? I just feel like,
the demon age too. Like they
oh
were both
yeah, when they hugged, or no, when they were talking to each other on the
they were both the same age.
carousel.
Like they grew up.
Yep. Which was kind of cool though. Which was kind of cool.
Let's see
And
what else.
it was I like how they she had to change her name so many freaking times.
Oh yeah, because they kept moving from city to city.
Yeah. And then finally, you know, I mean, they were just like, okay, she finally got back to her regular name and regular life. Because remember at the end with the trucker, he was like, introduced himself, asked their names, and then she told her name. She said it was, and she said Sharon, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like life is a fresh start, and then of course it ends with you see it getting dark and gray again, like getting that gray. And you see the Silent Hills kind of cloudy, foggy.
Yep. Oh, then a
And
whole bunch of police and everything drove into it.
yes, right after that, and you're almost like, I want more. Not almost. I was like, I want more. Now I want another one.
A whole police force, an ambulance.
Now
Like,
I'm if I am correct with I don't know if it's gonna be a movie. I think it's a movie. Either way, they're supposed to be doing something, and I'm hoping they explain like the ending of that and start into something else. Honestly, then again, I don't know. Maybe they could do like years. Maybe do a flashback of what happened in that little bit, and then do years later, just because it was so many years later anyway. So I don't know, man.
I believe this came after Resident Evil. It was like their Resident Evil competition.
Yeah, this was way out. You gotta remember, Resident Evil started on the PS1.
Yeah.
This didn't. I don't think this. I could be wrong, but I don't think this came out until P2 or P3. So it was way like Resident Evil already had a few games.
Yeah, I swear I played it on PlayStation 2, or it might even been PlayStation 1. Honestly,
I'm about to look it up right now.
because I remember playing it. I played I had the first game. I played like quarter of it to a half. I never finished the game because I got other games and I was mostly into sports games at the time.
Yeah.
I was playing Madden all the time or NBA.
Oh, you're right. It was released on the PlayStation.
Okay,
Came out February 23rd, 1999.
99. So when did Resident Evil come out, the video game? They were like competing against each other. So I think Resident Evil came out first. But these people are like, yo, that's pretty bad. If we have a story like that, we can have like another world.
Yeah, it came out. Resident Evil first came out March 22nd, 1996.
Yeah, there you go. So this is their competition.
So about 3 years prior to it.
Without using zombies, but they're using it's like Resident Evil mixed with Hellraiser.
Okay, I can see that comparison in a sense. I can see that. Which, by the way, speaking of Hellraiser, I forgot to drop my TikToks. But no, speaking of Hellraiser, I would love to see a Hellraiser video game. Just because you mentioned that, and like, just the things that those things can do with their bodies and the kill. It would be a violent game, though, and you can cut out all this texture.
They probably never did a video game for it because the fucking Cinnabots, whatever the fuck they're called, they're all like sexual torture demons.
They should have been. So they should have been in 50 Shades.
Yeah, basically.
Throw Christian Grey. Yo, that's a mix. Throw Christian Grey in as Christian Grey, the dominatrix dude. Throw him in that movie. Throw him in Hellraiser.
50 Shades of Hell.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Boom. Hollywood. Holla at us. That's a great idea.
But no, like you said, the creatures definitely remind me of Hellraiser. The different styles. Even Pyramid Head, I've seen him somewhere.
It could have been just from.
That's not the first time I've seen that. Like the giant metal fucking triangle head.
Yeah.
Drag up the biggest weapon. Same thing
But,
Resident Evil.
But again, you have to remember this has been out since '96.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure there's copycats of it, but you got to think of cosplayers. You get, you know what I mean, all that other stuff, toys and figures, and just all kinds.
Yeah.
And you may have seen. I mean, we probably have seen something, a pyramid head thing, or something very, very similar in other. We watch a fuck ton of movies between the shows we do, so
Yeah.
I'm sure we've seen something of that nature. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe a Hellraiser. Maybe Hellraiser had one like almost that shape kind of creature.
Possibly.
I don't know. But mostly the Hellraiser demons were more towards the feminine side, right? It's in about
No, you
like
got to mix of both. You got to mix of both. You got to mix of both. But I guess we can rizap this one up here. I do want to throw one more ad out there for you guys. So
I
let's
recommend
just-
them.
State, a celebration of games and the people who make them, is coming to New York's Tech Valley region. Visit oneupstate.com for more information.
What were you saying, James?
I recommend both these movies.
Yeah, same here. I do recommend them.
I'm sure it's easier. I recommend these movies to people who not even played the game. Because you know
Yes.
the people who play the game are so hardcore. They're like, what are you talking about? This movie sucks. You didn't follow the
No,
game. I don't know.
I won't. I don't know. I haven't heard too many. I haven't heard much about this in a positive or a negative way, to be honest. So I
Me
don't
either, 'cause
know.
it's so long. I don't know. I didn't have internet back then.
So
To
again,
figure out.
people, listen. If you've played this game, besides whoever Facebook user was, big shout out to you again. If you've played this game, other people, let us know down in the comments. Let us know if you've played this game. What'd you feel about, if you played this game? Did you watch the movies? And if you did, what'd you feel about the movies? Let us know. Let us know. And again, my email is in the description. If you ever want to be a guest, you can shoot me an email.
Or suggest a movie.
Or if you have a movie suggestion for us, you get two at a time for right now until we see what happens, and that's it for this show.
Put it on the wheel. We'll do a shout out.
Yes, it's the request shout out wheel for you guys. But again, we're gonna get wrapping up on this one. We are doing Darling on Tuesday and Sissy on Thursday. Hope to see you guys there. Make sure you guys check out HORRORWITHSIR.STURDY.GUESTS. Check out the entire Z Network. You guys have a great night. See you in your nightmares. Adios.
Peace.